Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Fat, Furious, and F. This is Mike Rendino, and I just want to welcome you all to today's episode, Wednesday, July 1st, 2020. Yay for us, it's July. Probably lots in store for all of us this month. A lot of news, a lot of speculation, everything going on. Wanted to broadcast a little early today. You guys can see, and I apologize, my face is broken out a little bit from last night. Not sure what's going on with that. It must be hormones or teenage crap or whatever from all this social media anxiety, angst, and all that good stuff. So hopefully you get that cleared up in the next couple days. But looks like it's a nice sunny day outside here outside of Syracuse, New York, and just wanted to say hi, good morning, and welcome to the show. I just want to start off again by, and I hate being a broken record about this, but it's inundating the news with this whole racial thing, COVID, all this hate and animosity going on. I just hope at some point all of us can rise above this and pause ourselves, take a step back, think about what we're doing, what others are doing, and maybe try not to add to the situation out there. I'm going to speak out about one person, and this is a good way. Terry Crews, the actor, played on Longest Yard remake with Adam Sandler. A whole bunch of movies out there. What was that one where he had the Wayans brothers in? I'm sorry, I can't think of it right now. But he seems, out of all the Hollywood elites, to be one of the most genuine, intelligent actresses out there. So I just want to give a shout out to Terry Crews. The poor guy said something on Twitter about the whole racial thing. He made such a good point, though, about, Black Lives Matter, and basically saying don't make it about, the petty stuff. So there are a lot of people sending him a lot of hate out there, and I just want to say, if you ever watch this, Terry Crews, I'm a huge fan of yours. You're funny as hell, very intelligent guy, got a lot of heart, man, and I stand behind you for whatever that's worth, which is probably nothing. But anyway, there are people like that, few and far in between, that are standing up, trying to do the right thing, trying to say the right thing, amidst all of this hate, violence, and just twisting things around. I hope at some point the media takes a step back, or somebody high enough in some office somewhere says, okay, enough is enough. Let's find some good stuff to report on, or not report on any of the negative stuff and trying to twist it around for sensationalism and ratings and that. We'll see. Anyway, I'm going to try to be a little more upbeat today, even though, again, I'm feeling like crap. My face is broken out. My allergies are horrible. I don't know if you guys can see it, but my eyes are really burning and blurred today, even though I have eye drops in them. Nose is a little stuffy, and looks like my dog's staring now, my little Jack Russell Sophie. Sophie, say hi to everyone. You're on TV. Bark. Oh, she's got allergies too, everyone. Vet told me to give her a little bit of Benadryl because she's getting all red and itching and all that good stuff. So if you hear her yiping, that's just her itching herself too hard. So anyway, Fat, Furious, and Effed, welcome. Please feel free to anytime. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Well, I'm a lot more on Instagram than Twitter, and definitely on Facebook now. Please find me, M. Rendino, Michael Rendino, Fat, Furious, and Effed. If you have any comments, any commentary, questions, anything you want to add to my podcast, I would appreciate it. And also I want to let everyone know that I've done a lot of thinking lately and decided to make some bold moves like people are doing out in the world these days. I independently published a book on Amazon the other day. It's called Paintball Cowboys. It's basically about a fictional character, Ty Condroga, Texas oil tycoon, had a dream growing up that he wanted to host a Wild West themed shootout with paint guns, paintballs, etc. So he invites people around the world. He builds this huge Wild West town so that representatives of every country throughout the world can come and present their version of what a cowboy is, paintballs, like a $2 million prize, etc. So that book is out. It's called Paintball Cowboys. It's on Amazon. Kindle, and I just, as of this morning, got notification from Amazon that it's also on paperback now. So check it out. I've also put another story, a short story I wrote up that's more personal to me, called the 13 Curves, Catherine Hell and the Witch of Onondaga Hill. Basically, it's an embellishment off of one of many ghost stories that have actually been circulating for decades. A story of a ghost bride on 13 Curves, Cedarville Road, Onondaga Hill, searching for her lost groom. I guess they had a wagon crash up there back in the day. If anyone is local to the area, come to Onondaga County, Syracuse, New York, and visited the 13 Curves, you know how treacherous it is up there. It's very hilly, very nasty up there to travel, especially during the winter when it's wet, etc. So if you get a chance, check out that one, 13 Curves, Catherine Hell and the Witch of Onondaga Hill. It's only $2.99 on Kindle. So enough promoting that stuff. Back to the blog here. So thank you for your support and checking that stuff out. Getting into the first segment here, Fat, then Furious, and Aft, of course. I just want to say on the fat side, the whole COVID thing, some of the risk factors, people being heavy, overweight, stuff like that. Obviously, I'm one of them. It is what it is. Again, I've gone out almost daily for stuff, and I hate to say it, but like grocery store stuff. It's not just me randomly going out, I want to be out, but I'm very safe. I wash my hands so many times a day. I put hand sanitizer on them. Matter of fact, washing them and hand sanitizing my hands so much that they're starting to break out now. So aside from that, I'm looking for activities, things I could do at home, maybe others could do, just to kind of help with the joint stress and maybe trim down a little bit and take the weight off without being outdoors and surrounding myself with other people that may or may not have COVID or God only knows whatever else is going on out there. So thank you for your help and input on that. The furious side, just furious about everything going on, the politics. There's this St. Louis, Missouri couple, husband-wife attorneys. Apparently Black Lives Matter protesters knocked down a gate on private property and were causing a scene or whatever they were doing, disrupting a private gated community. And this husband-wife lawyer pair went outside and were caught on TV flashing an AR-15 and a handgun or something like that. And people are mocking them. Not a lot of people, just obviously a lot of Democratic newscasters, bloggers, etc. And it doesn't surprise me. I mean, the guys and his wife's out there legitimately scared. I would be too. I mean, if I lived in a gated community and a bunch of people knocked the gate down, busted through, and were trespassing, basically criminal activity, I probably would have put a gun on them, except my version, I wouldn't have recorded it. I probably would have started shooting for the kneecaps down at first. But again, that's just me. I shouldn't say that. Obviously, I don't have a gun like that. I have shot before. I do want to get a handgun license. I'm not relishing the fact that I would ever have to shoot someone. So please, don't take it like that. But I'm just saying I would do whatever I had to protect myself and my family. And that's our God-given right, every single one of us. And that's this whole thing with the Black Lives Matter, looting, the vandal, people getting beat up. It doesn't matter what race you are, what gender, what nationality, what religion. The thing is, we all have the inherent God-given right to protect ourselves and what we consider our stuff. And that's just how it is. If you're going to trespass and get violent with people under the guise of a movement, then you deserve whatever happens to you. And I'm sorry, but that's just how I feel. Okay, so enough of that, just moving on. Other furious stuff again with all the food, the millions of tons of food going to waste in this country that could be going to families that need that stuff. I mean, if people are, so if people are going to do like a Black Lives Matter or any Lives Matter or whatever the case may be, why don't you do a movement to gather food? If you're going to get all those people together, make it really worthwhile. Get some food together, some money, people going around and just going to people, impoverished communities, neighborhoods, and giving them something instead of adding to the chaos and madness that's already out there. Hand them a basket of food. I mean, what would it take for a couple hundred people to say, "Hey, I'm with the Republican Party, Democrat, or Independent Party. We're here for the Black Lives Movement, but we're also trying to spread a positive message. Here's some food. Here's $50 or whatever the case may be." I mean, it's not that hard or difficult to do. I think people are just angry. They're bored. They're tired of the COVID being locked down, and they're just looking for some way to release that stress. And this, we're all grown people, and the folks behind this, the small groups that are behind this. I mean, I would speculate to say who it were that's putting people up, paying pressures, whatever, anarchists, whatever. I would just say, please stop, man. This is ridiculous. Find another hobby. Go find a way to turn more into fresh water or something more sustainable, instead of wasting people's time and destroying dreams and livelihoods like this. Let's see, I had another thought here, kind of moving off of that topic, because again, like everyone else, you're tired of hearing about it, like to hear and see more positive stuff out there. What was I going to say here? Crap. There was something else. If I think of it, I'll come back to it, but I just want to keep moving on here. So the F side of things, again, be the podcast. Oh, okay. Now I thought of it. Sorry. So the F side of things, going back to the furious side of things as well. So now Governor Cuomo here in New York has put basically most as like a red flag zone. If you go to those states, you're going to be quarantined for 14 days. You're not going to get paid, blah, 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 this and that. I mean, one, I would say people should be using common sense anyway and avoid unnecessary travel like that. And two, I think there should be something in place. I just don't know what exactly. Maybe it's not. But again, going back to my first thing with the whole Lives Matter movement and defending and protecting yourself, wearing masks, they're not wearing masks. I'm for wearing masks, using hand sanitizer, keeping my head down, wearing glasses, because this COVID thing is no joke. I mean, it seems like a lot of people are taking it as a joke. It doesn't matter. Oh, it's not going to affect me. It's going to be minimal. But there are people out there, young people in their 20s and 30s, that have long-term, possibly even permanent damage, like lung capacity damage, memory cognition damage from COVID. And I'm going to take a chance. Sorry. The cold, flu, and whatever else is out there that we catch normally. And then you're going to have this around. I refuse to wear a mask. It's my right. And it's my right that you need to have a mask on around me and other people that feel the same way as I do, that you should have a mask on so you're not potentially spreading anything. Statistically speaking, and I would know because I am a finance business, I'm an analyst. This is what I do. I crunch numbers all day, every day, sometimes on stupid stuff, sometimes maybe on things that matter. But the numbers say that there are way more asymptomatic people, meaning people that don't show symptoms have COVID, versus people that are showing symptoms and have COVID. And why take a chance with your friends, your family, your loved ones? It just shows me people don't care anymore. When I was a kid, it wasn't like that. Everyone looked out for everyone. You knew if somebody was in your neighborhood that probably didn't belong there, and somebody would step to them. I remember on the north side of Syracuse, get the old immigrants. They grew their own vegetables, their own tomatoes, or peppers, onions, whatever. They didn't like anyone messing with their stuff, man. So we try to go in their backyard and pick something. They probably would have kneecapped them with a bat or a rake or whatever. But at the same time, if you're a neighbor and you need something, they were the first ones to hand out their fruit that they spent a good portion of the year trying to grow and nurture and harvest. I'm just saying, please, let's all be aware, cognizant of each other, our feelings, and I hope that someday we get back to a better time where people aren't so bitter and distant and hateful. I mean, it sucks, it just irritates me. Not only am I fat, but right now I'm furious and I'm effed because of this. God. I don't know. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe that time will never come back. It would just be nice to see everyone looking out for everyone again, and stop with the hate and the nonsense. Stop feeding into the damn news. You're just fanning a fire. Like trolls everywhere now. Anyway, I'm going to end my broadcast because I think I need to go take another pill or something. My allergies are really bugging me today. But I want to thank you all again. I appreciate your time on here. If you get a chance, check out Paintball Cowboys through Amazon on Kindle. And I look forward to talking to you all again on Friday. Have a nice day. Take care.